name of this topic, system of law and system of legislation. System of law and system of legislation. I hope you know this topic. You heard something about this topic at your Ukrainian lectures? Yes or no? Yes. No? Don't you remember any information about this topic?
I don't remember that we went through it in my Ukrainian life.
I think it's not so good, but I hope that it's not so difficult topic for you. Yeah, because it's system of law and system of legislation. Maybe you remember the some elements of these systems. Of this system, okay, just system of law. Don't you remember? What? No?
Do we need to note something from our lecture?
Yeah, of course. I just want to know if you know something or not. Yes, you remember or not? Yes. Norms, institutes, and branches of law. Yeah, that is why I just want to know that it's not so difficult for you. Yeah, okay. Our questions. First question: system of national law and its elements. But you know these elements, yeah, already. And then second question: branches of law and institutes of law. Branches of law and institutes of law. Second. Third. Okay. Branches. What happened? First, okay, system of national law and its elements. Just system of law and its elements. Then second, branches of law and institutes of law. Just more information about these elements, yeah? Then third question, public and private law. And again, I hope that you remember what is this, public and private law. Public and private law. Then fourth question, substantive law and procedure law. Substantive and procedure law. Maybe you remember in Ukrainian that it was материальне та процесуальне. Yeah? In English, it's just substantive and procedure law. And last question, system of legislation. System of legislation. Okay. So you know that system of national law consists of legal norms distributed to branches and institutes of law. Yeah, maybe you remember some examples of branches of law or not? You said already constitutional. No. Not just procedure. Civil procedure law. Yeah, for example, why not? Or just civil law. It's branches. Criminal law, yes. You're absolutely right. Constitutional, you said. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, constitutional law. Okay, perfect. You know what is this? That is why it will be not so difficult to explain this topic to you. Okay, and of course, we should say about features? Features of the system of law. Features. First feature, that this structure of law is determined by actual social, economic, political, national, religious, cultural, and other factors. Okay, this structure, I mean these elements, yeah, of the system of law, determined by social, economic, political, national, religious, I don't know, maybe you know more factors, yeah. So it cannot be created by personal will. Yeah, it cannot be created by personal will. Even I should say that it cannot be created by the will of lawmakers. Yeah, personal will of lawmakers. No, it cannot be like this. And the system of national law is shaped by unique history of the country and incorporates individual variations. And therefore, this system, these sets, yeah, of branches, of institutes, of some norms of law vary in the national systems, of law. For example, in our Ukrainian system of law, we haven't such branch like tort of law. Yeah, tort law. We haven't such branch. Do you hear about this branch, for example, in the another systems or not? Don't you know what is this tort law? No? Okay, okay, I'll explain something about this branch a bit later, because we will speak about branches of law, and of course it will be maybe interesting for you. But we haven't such branch in Ukrainian law, but in English system has. Yeah. However, every major system in law includes, for example, it's like the main branches of law, and maybe every system include constitutional, criminal, civil. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, the main branches, and of course we can see such branches in any system of law. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Second feature, integrity and communication of legal norms. Integrity and communication of legal norms. What is this? I mean that legal norms cannot function separately without any connection. Yeah, legal norms cannot function separately. For example, we can speak about constitutional freedoms of speech, for example, yeah, or right or no, not that right, freedom of press. Yeah, freedom of speech, freedom of press, and these constitutional freedom are tightly connected, and in addition correspond with criminal, for example, regulation, and even administrative regulations. Yeah, can you understand this? Okay, thank you. Yeah, and you can open if you need. I mean, open the window. No? Okay. I don't know. Okay, we are very good and right, so that is why we will not do it. Okay, okay. Second, well, not second, third. Yeah, third feature. Third feature, structural variety. Structural variety. What is this? It means that the system of law consists various structural elements. What is this? Again, yeah, norms, institutes, branches. Yeah, norms, institutes, branches. Then, fourth element, a combination of dynamics and stability. Combination of dynamics and stability. What is this? The branches of law, for example, are supporting elements of the system of law. And, for example, branches of constitutional, administrative, civil, criminal, yeah, of criminal law form a skeleton, yeah, skeleton of the system of law. I said something about this. Yeah, we can meet such branches in any legal system. Yeah, I hope you remember. While legal norms provide dynamism of the system of law. Yeah, so the branches of law are like the stability characteristic, yeah, of the system of law, and norms norms are dynamic. Yeah, okay. Why? Because these norms quickly react to the changing of social relations. Yeah, legal norms. Why not? Because the set of branches of law change slowly. There are new branches of law, for example. You can speak about such branches like medical law, such banking law, informative law, and so on. Okay, so did you understand me? Yeah, about this dynamic and stability, like the characteristic of the system of law. Okay, just perfect. So it was some features of the system of law, and here I think I should say something about primary structural elements of the system of law and elective elements of this system. Maybe you remember this information, maybe not now, but if I say something, you will remember. Yeah, primary structural elements of the system of law, it's again, are following legal norms, institutes, and branches of law. Yeah, it's primary. And what about elective elements of the system of law? It's sub-branch and sub-institutes. Yeah, sub-branches and sub-institutes. Do you remember something from your Ukrainian lectures or not? Yep, perfect. So, for example, we have a constitutional law. Yeah, but you know that we have not only constitutional law, but electoral law too. Yeah, what can we say about this difference between electoral law and constitutional law? Can we say that electoral law is like a part of constitutional law? Yes or no? Yes, of course, why not? And that is why we can say that electoral law is sub-branch of constitutional law. Okay? Okay. Or, for example, another example, we have institute of crimes against the person in the sphere of criminal law. Yeah. And this institute includes sub-institute of crimes against life. Yeah, against person and against life. And here you can see that the crimes against person wider, yeah, than Institute of Crimes Against Life. Yeah, perfect. So the institutes of law and branches of law consists of what?
Institutions, branches consist of norms.
Yes, you're right, consists of legal norms. And here we should say that legal norms are like elementary part and main part of the system of law in a whole sense. Yeah. So it was our first question. Maybe you have some questions? No, I think everything is clear. Yeah. Then second questions. Question. Second question. Branches of law and institutes of law. What is this? I think you know what is this, but you should remember something. So the central link of the system of law is branch of law. The branch of law, we can use another words here. For example, field of law, yeah, or for example, area of law. Yeah, it's okay. You shouldn't think that it's not a branch of law if you find some information in some literature. Yeah, and you will see the field of law or area of law. It's okay. So the branch of law is a set of principles and rules established by a government. Yeah, of course, the branch of law is a set of principles and rules established by government. Principles, yeah, principles and rules established by government or other authority. Defined by its scope or application. Defined by its scope or application. So we can say that the branch of law regulates a type of social relations by the specific method of the legal regulation. Yeah, by the specific method of legal regulation. We will speak about the method and subject of legal regulation of the branches of law a bit later, but now I want to say that the branch of law has a relative autonomy. It can function almost independently. Yeah. Do you know what is relative autonomy? Not autonomy, but relative autonomy.
It's not an absolute.
Yeah, it's like an absolute, not an absolute. Yeah. Yeah.
Non-absolute.
Yeah. For example, property legal relations can arise up, change, and stop on the basis of only branch of law with the name civil law. Yeah, property. I mean, it is not possible to turn to other branches of law in case of regulation these relations. Yeah. Okay. Then developed system of law include many branches. Any branch of law is a subsystem which consists of institutes of law. Yeah, I think you know this. And the criteria of differentiation of the branches of law are the following. The criteria of the differentiation. Yeah. So two main criteria. First, the object, yeah, object or area of legal relations, of legal regulation, I'm sorry. And second, the method of legal regulation. Yeah, do you remember this information or not? About the criteria of differentiation of the branches of law. No? Object, yeah, of legal regulation and method of legal regulation. What is this? What is object of legal regulation? Don't you know? Discover? It's just some type of social relations, yeah, which is regulated by the branch of law. Yeah, some type of legal. For example, we have civil law relations, and of course, we should regulate this relation by civil law. Yeah, I think it's not so difficult at all. So, and this criterion answers the question, what is regulated by the branch of law? Yeah, what is regulated by this branch of law? Perfect. And second criteria, branch method, or just method of legal regulation. And the criterion answers the question, how are social relation regulated by the branch of law? How? Yeah, method. Do you know what is method? Or not? No? Just word method, not method of branch of law. Just method. What is this? In general, yeah. Yes, you.
It's a means.
Yeah. Yeah, like some instrument, yeah, some instrument for doing something. In our case, what can we do with this method? To regulate our social relations, yeah, social relations. Okay, so, and main methods of the legal regulation are some example of methods, imperative, and yeah, you know the word dispositive, but in English it's not dispositive, it's optional. Okay, two main methods, imperative and optional. Yeah. And what is the imperative method? The imperative method is a method. Don't you know? Or maybe you remember? No, imperative.
It's a method when someone is not encouraged, but forced to do something.
Okay, the imperative method is a method of imperious orders. Yeah.
Well, forcing someone.
Yeah, of course, which contains as a rule norm prohibitions and norm duties. Yeah, with the norm prohibitions and norm duties. Can you name some branches of law with this imperative method? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Then it is used mainly in criminal law. You're absolutely right. Then administrative law, again, you are absolutely right, and some other branches of law with this imperative method. And the imperative norms of law cannot be changed. Yeah, cannot be changed by arrangement between the participants of legal relations. Yeah, because it's then imperials. Then the optional method. And here we can see that the optional method is opposite to imperative. Opposite. Why? Don't you know? Because it enables subjects to choose way, yeah, of conduct within the framework of law. So, can you name some branches of law with this optional method? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Civil law, then didn't hear? International, I'm not sure because we have international private law, yeah, and international public, yeah. Law. Yeah, you're absolutely right. International private law. Yeah, I can agree with you here. Then family law, for example, yeah, economical law. And these branches can use this optional method. Yeah. Okay, and another idea, very important idea about the institute. Yeah, Institute of Law. What is this? The Institute of Law. The Institute of Law. The Institute of Law is an organized body of legal norms. An organized body of legal norms, which regulates the certain group of social relations. Yeah, of course. The Institutes of Law is an organized body of legal norms which regulates the certain group of social relations. Certain group of social relations. And again, we can speak here that the Institute of Law is a structural subdivision of the branch of law. Structural subdivision of the branch of law. I hope that you know many institutes in every branch of law, and you can say about some examples. Yes or no? For example, we said about some institute. Do you remember about the institutes of crimes against person? Yeah, in the branch of criminal law. Do you remember this? Okay. Or for example, at the branch of labor law includes institutes of labor discipline, yeah, or disciplinary accountability, or labor safety, and so on. I think when you will learn something about every branch of law, yeah, of course you will know more about institutes of every branch of law. There are and I should say that there are many branches of law in English law. And do you remember that example about tort law? Yeah, tort law, then contract law, again, constitutional law, administrative law, criminal law, family law, and so on. And if you remember, I promised to say something about tort law and explain what is this. Maybe I should do this. Yeah. What is this tort law? Tort law in England and Wales is a field of civil obligations. Civil obligations, okay, the main words. And it concerns civil wrongs as distinguished from criminal wrongs. Yeah. Some wrongs are the concern of the state, and so the police can enforce the law on the wrongdoers in court in a criminal case. I think it's understandable or not. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I know maybe a few words about our third question. Yeah, about public and private law. Maybe you remember what is this? Public and private law. Maybe you remember some examples. I mean, some branches. Okay. This is Starostat. Yeah. Private. Public. Yeah. Yeah. So what is the difference between public and private law?
There are different methods of regulation.
Yeah, of course. And object too.
And in object, yeah. And there is a different.
Okay. Okay, so public law. Silence, please. 1 minute or maybe 2. Public law governs. Why governors? Governs the relationship between individuals. Yeah, between individuals and what? Public. Individuals and yeah, and state. Between individuals, for example, citizens, companies, so on, and state. Yeah, and private law between individuals or a group, yeah, without the intervention of the state. I think it's not so difficult. Yeah, private and public. Substantive and procedure law.
Well, in subject.
Subject, of course. And again, methods. Yeah. Yeah. And examples.
Civil procedural law.
It's procedure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And substantive.
And civil law.
Just civil. Yeah. Do you remember this information? You know. Okay, perfect. And we can speak about substantive and procedure law that they are correlate as content and form of legal regulation. Yeah, content and form of legal regulation, because when we speak about substantive law, we can see some rights and duties, yeah, in the norms of these branches of law. And when we try to speak about the procedure law is an aggregate of norms that regulate realization, yeah, realization of these substantive norms. Okay. So we haven't time. And maybe you have some questions. Do you have some questions? No? No? Okay. I see you again a bit later.